I'm Angela Martinez. Welcome to That's Clever. Watching a crafter's project take place can be as much fun as checking out the finished product. When we hook up with this Miami fireman, the temperature starts to rise. He transforms a dull hunk of metal into a sculpture that shines.
Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Hi, my name is Gary Traczyk, and I'm a firefighter paramedic from Miami, Florida. And when I'm not fighting fires, I'm a kinetic sculptor. Today I'm going to make this hand-polished stainless steel sculpture that sits on a customized black granite base. I'm going to get started on my stockpile. Right here is the first step in my process. I'm going to go ahead and select the metal that I'm going to make my sculpture with. As you can see, this is raw stainless steel, and I just go through these different metals to look at straight lines and stuff like that. This is one, and we need two pieces of metal to start off with my sculpture here. This looks like a very nice piece of metal. This metal is going to be unbelievably shiny when I'm done with it. And I'm in my beautiful cheeky hut. As you can see, this is my workspace, and I'm in heaven when I work here on my metal. Being in Miami, you have to be hip. So these are the shades to save my eyes. I'm gonna make this beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by grinding this metal on my grinder here. I need gloves for safety. My gloves match my shirt, and I have to be fashionable to be in South Florida. I'm gonna do a little bit more, just because I'm a perfectionist. Draw a few lines on my metal here. See a little lump here, may want to take out. Sometimes I like to go look at the lines in the light. I got my lovely buddy Skip here to watch, make sure I do a good job. All right, Skip, let's do it. Hey, Skip, what do you think? Yeah? Okay, there we go. He loves it. To get to metal the process of buffing, I have to crisscross sanding from 50 grit to 600 grit. This, done. It's a 220 grit now, 220. Sometimes this is more hard than buffing the metal. Got some finer sandpaper right here. Starting to get smooth, like my shave. All right, I'm finished with this piece, and I have one more to do. Now that all my metal is sanded, it's time to buff. This is the fun part. This is where the beauty of the stainless steel starts to take shape. The shine is unbelievable. This right here looks like a rock, but it's not. It's actually a rouge, black rouge, and they use it polishing metals, and this is what I'm gonna stick on this buffer. But before I do any buffing, I'm gonna put a respirator on, and it's gonna save me from all the particles kicked up from my buffer. Taking this to the final buff. This is, by far, my favorite stage in the process. That's a shine I've been trying to achieve all day. All right. This is much better to look at this shine with glasses. Mwah. And now that I have these two beautiful, brilliant pieces of metal shined up the way I want them, I'm gonna cut one of the tips off here, and I'm gonna drill into it and stick in a thing we call a bearing. And this bearing is very important because it allows the fluidity and movement of my work. I'm gonna start my bending process, and here it goes. I use all kinds of techniques. One of them, just basically, I just do this. You can see the metal bend. Ugh. You can see the nice curve. Everything I do is based on geometric forms. This metal is very easy to manipulate as long as it's long. This is another secret gem of mine. All right. Colby, get away from the fire hydrant. I gotta bend this metal. Come on. And here I'm gonna put the metal in the roller. When I do my art, it just takes me away from reality. The only thing on my mind right now is to make the sculpture work. I do whatever works. It's starting to take shape. It's very round, geometrical, and organic. There's one other thing I like to bend with, my mind. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now that I have my sculptures bent the way I want them, I'm gonna put this little tiny space aged bearing inside of the hole that I drilled. Spiraling the way I love it. No metal's banging, so that's great. I have my 2 holes drilled in the granite here, and I have my 2 bolts welded to the bottom of my sculpture, and I'm hoping, just hoping, that this is gonna fit in. And it does with a little bit of wiggling, but it does. This is always a really, really fun part because I know I'm at the end. Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is why I do what I do. I'm gonna title this piece Madonna.